This is where the confusion is on the revelation. People are expecting to see wars because the Bible said you shall hear wars. Yet Jesus used acoustics. So when people are expecting World War III so that they can see, oh, that's the end of the world.
Wow.
No, Jesus is not talking about you are going to see World War IV, World War V. He's saying you're going to hear. But what I don't want you to have is fear that will make you miss the real sign.
We live in a world full of news about wars and conflicts day by day. Is this the sign of the end of the world? In this video, Prophet Uebert demystified the hidden sign for the end of the world.
The book of Matthew, chapter number 24, of course, verse number 3. And as he said upon the Mount of Olives, his disciples came to him privately, saying, tell us. Now, I like the way the disciples were. They didn't say, Master, I'm begging you. He said, no, tell us. That means it was Jesus' nature to tell them.
Wow.
They said, tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign? I want you to remember again, and we have done it over and over again, the sign, all right? Not plural signs, but the sign. One sign of your coming and of the end of the world.
Yes, sir.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. To go astray, to wander. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
To be led into error.
Wow.
But it was also the name given to an animal that couldn't find its way back home. That the father would say, go find that planaho.
Wow. Yes.
The one that can't find its way back. That no man leads you astray to the point you can't find your way home. The question why we are talking about rumors of war is simple, because wars have been had, wars have been had all this time. People have been having wars and fighting against each other, killing each other. So why would Jesus give it as a sign of the end time when at the time he was speaking it, people were already fighting? I'm not saying if what I say is too obvious, then it's not God. No, but there are some prophecies that cannot be necessary. For many shall come in my name saying, I am Christ. Oh, so there are some that will come and say, I'm Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear wars. I love that. He says you shall hear what?
Wars.
You shall hear wars. Then rumors of wars. Not rumors of war, rumors of wars. The word that appears as here was, so that you quickly get on board, is the word ako. All right? This is where we get the word acoustics. All right. Are you getting this? Yes, so the Bible is saying, not that you are going to have wars. They didn't get that.
Break it down, sir.
No. The Bible is not saying you shall see wars. This is where the confusion is on the revelation. People are expecting to see wars because the Bible said you shall hear wars. Yet Jesus used acoustics. In other words, he's saying it'll just be hearing of them, not really seeing them. So he's simply saying the news will be so rampant. Everyone will hear that someone is fighting. This one is doing this one is doing this. They are doing this. This country is about to do this. This country is about to do this. Threatenings and threatening, they come to your ears. So when people are expecting World War III so that they can see, oh, that's the end of the world. No, Jesus is not talking about you are going to see World War IV, World War V. He's saying you're going to hear
the sound. Acoustics.
They shall be what? Acoustics, a call. Not see, not view, not experience, not be caught up in a war. No, just acoustics. So there's going to be information overload about wars. Right now, if I'm going to ask you right now which countries are fighting, you will tell me Russia, Ukraine. You go to Congo. You go everywhere because you had it. You don't even know. If I give you a map, you will not even be able to point where Ukraine is. But I want you to see something. the word that appears as war, you see. So you have acoustics, all right? Acoustics, acou, all right? Then you have polemos. Now notice it's S. That's the representation of wars. So you're going to have acoustics with regards to polemos. And polemos represents chaos, fights, armed battles, but also chaos and fights. Notice when we hear this, we are already seeing Ukraine and Russia and America, and of course, our dear friends in Venezuela. That's what we hear, yet the Bible is saying armed fights are included, and even just fights. In other words, there's going to be enmity among people. That somebody's fighting somebody. Somebody's playing. Even in the church, pastor is fighting pastor. Prophet is fighting evangelist. Evangelist is fighting apostle. Apostle is fights. He didn't say atomic missiles. So while you're checking Ukraine and Russia, you're forgetting you fought with your husband just last night for no reason. You're forgetting one country is on the neck of another country. They're just talking. One president is saying, I'm going to take Greenland. You have not seen him do it. It's just here.
Just a year back.
But it also gives you the word acoustics. All right? Is akuo. Then you have got O and you have got S on there. Wars. Polemos. Wars. Plural. But it's not just plural on this. It also goes to the word rumor. All right? Did he say rumor or rumors?
Rumors.
Huh? This is rumors. And the word, see here is akko, meaning acoustics. The word rumor is the word akko. You know the difference between this and this? This is acoustics. This literally means ear. Not rumors. So the real plan of hearing, the real sense of hearing is the word akko. So let's read it. All you shall hear of are fights, battles, armed, conflicts. On all fronts, you're going to hear fights. And these fights will be all over in your ears. Wow. They will be all over where? In your ears. So you're going to have fights, all these acoustics in your ears. That means one will be here, another one will be telling you here, this one, this. Now you know all battles, people who are fighting, even in your own village, you know, in your own country, you know this one is fighting this one. Reasons can be different and vast, but there is a fight. And God says, when they do that, you know, these are the sons of devils. Just know I'm not the one who is doing it. All you're going to do, the Bible is not saying you shall be fighting each other. No, it's saying you shall hear of fights. So there will be a sound of war, conflicts. You have all this news coming from all direction, coming into your ears, getting in. But he's talking about the end of the time. But I want you to see something here, because some people don't get it. All right. Then he comes in. He was talking about the end of the world, remember? And the end is teleo, all right? Which means simply the conclusion. Okay?
That's
now, let's read that scripture. And he shall hear of wars. He shall hear of what?
Of wars.
Of wars.
And rumors of wars.
And rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled. Don't be what?
Troubled.
Don't be troubled. The word there is teleo, troubled. It means an inward fear, an inward anxiety caused by an outward action. So you are filled with fear inside you because of something somebody did out there. So the Bible is saying, they shall come at them. Let's read it again. Ye shall hear of polemos, fights, conflicts, and rumors of war. Ears filled with polemos. People are out there fearing wars. You shall hear of that. And don't be teleo. Don't be teleo. Don't be troubled. Don't have an inward fear forced by outward reasons. Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Hear this. I know what you think. Some of you are taking these wars that are happening around the world as the sign of the end. Listen to the master. He said, do not be teleho. Don't have an inward fear caused by something happening out there in Ukraine, in Congo, in Africa, in another location. Don't be afraid. Why? For these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. So inside what Jesus is saying are the signs of the end time. He gives you another one which is not a sign. And then the preachers are taking it as a sign.
Wow.
So he knew you were going to sit there and look at Ukraine, look at Russia, and look at this and war. I'm not saying Ukraine and Russia cannot show us where we are. I'm saying the wars that are taking place.
As of now.
As of now, you see the wars and just go, there is a war here, there is a war here, there is a war there, there is a war. Ukraine and Russia can just be, and like we said that time, we said it is a sign of what they will do later on. That's how we preached it here.
Yes,
but somebody can take it as the end of times. Jesus said, no.
Not yet.
He said the teleo, the what? The conclusion is not yet. You can hear of it, but that's not the end. So, prophet, are you saying wars and fights everywhere are not the end? Yeah, no. This is just one of those things that you need to see before the real end. But this is not the conclusion. It's in the way to the conclusion, but not the conclusion. It's on the way, but not the conclusion. I like what the Bible says here.
Yes, sir.
For nation shall rise against nation. The word nation is the word multitude, whether of men or of beasts, associated or living together. A company, a troop, a swarm, multitude of individuals, a human family, a tribe, people group. Hello. A race, a tribe. The word that is there is the word ethnos, meaning ethnic. It does not mean country.
Wow.
All right, come back. Let's go back to the word. For a people of a race shall fight another race. We're not talking about black people here, because we're talking about ethnicity. Nah, they didn't get that.
Yeah, ethnicity.
How many ethnic groups can be in a nation? 20, 200 can be in a nation. So they're saying people groups will fight each other. Where you got to South Africa and the Xhosas are fighting the Zulus, and the Zulus hate this one and this one hates this one. You get to Zimbabwe and the Shangaan people, I'm giving as an example. And the Shangaan people had the Shona, and the Shona had the Ndebeles, and the Ndebeles had the Shonas. And you get to all these countries and these Caucasian countries. Then you've got America, then you have got the Mexicans and the Spanish. They are hated by a certain group of people in America. White people maybe hate this one, and that one hates this one, and this one. It's ethnicities. Ethnic groups shall begin to fight each other. And the word again is there is very, very important. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
It is the word epi. Epi. It means over. Not over as ending, no. Over. All right. Now, so watch this. Nation shall exact power over another ethnic group. So it is a time where people say, we are Ndebeles, we are higher than you. We are Zulus, we are better than you. They didn't get that. So it says, nation, epi nation. And kingdom means a sphere of influence. That's why it says a rule. A sphere of what? Of influence. Matthew 24:7. I want to show you something. Wonderful.
Let's go.
For nation shall rise against nation. All right? And then it says, there shall then be famines. Now he's back to the signs of the end. He just told you this one is not the conclusion. But I'm showing you what will show you we have now gone far. So he said, but that's not the end when you see these wars and rumors of war. When you hear, rather, these wars and rumors of war. This is not the end, but let's continue with what is the end. Then he said, there shall be famine. Yes. And there shall be what? Famine. Pestilences. The word pestilence is the word loimos. It's where we get the word plagues. Okay, let me try and teach you. Okay, loimos. Do you want to know what the actual representation of this word is? Because I know you're not getting this. Pandemic. So let's go back to scripture. When you hear a lot of sound about wars, about what, don't be moved. That's not the sign that we are at the end. But guess what?
Pandemic.
In the time when you shall hear this and you are shocked, as long as it's not preceded by famines and pandemics, we are not at the end. But if you hear rumors of war, and then inside the rumors of war, you find pandemics, we are at the end. They didn't get that. Then inside the pandemics, you hear of earthquake in diverse places, not just in one location, diverse places. And these are beginning of sorrows. Inside the end period, there is a beginning of sorrows. But remember, I have to explain to you something. Where as much as people think the end is the rapture, no. The rapture is us being swooned out of this earth so that the sorrows continue. These are beginning of birth pains. Now, the NIV gives it this way. All these are beginning of what? Notice that the day you conceive that child, you become intimate with your man. That's not the day the birth pains come in. Not the first month, not the second, perhaps not the third, but you start feeling some kind of way. So that's not what he's talking about. The birth pains he's talking about is when you are close to giving birth. So maybe around 8 months, around 9 months, close to the time of actually delivering your child, that's when the birth pains come. Those ones are pregnancy pains. Birth pains are contractions that push the baby out. The first ones where you go, something is moving. Then it doesn't do 2 weeks until that pain comes back again. No. It's like it's now, then waters break. So if there is a breaking of waters, it means there is a move of the Spirit. So inside the pain, inside the rumor, sorrows are being won everywhere. Maybe they didn't get that. Until this gospel is preached to what? To every nation. And remember again, that word nation is ethnos. It doesn't mean countries. You know, the Greek construction on the hearing of wars is mainly about something that is not one huge war. Like people saying World War III, World War IV. No, it's not one huge war according to the play of words that we find in the Bible. It is actually just talking about you will continually hear. That means it marks a period of consistent and constant instability. So those are birth pains. It's not the birth itself. But when you hear a combination of hearing of this instability that never stops, there is not a day for the past few years, there's not a day where there was no war anywhere else, where everyone was just, no, they should not escalate it more. They should not do this. They should not go, no, they should stop. They should not do this. They should not do this, please. No, because it's about to do this. If Russia retaliates, then World War III. Everyone has been saying that for a long time. Russia has not been attacking. They have all been waiting. That one missile to America, World War. So we're constantly on the edge. I don't know if they're getting it. So Jesus is saying, calm down. This is not yet the end. So to them it was a real shock, like, wait a minute. We thought wars are, you mentioned wars. He's prophesying what is their fear. He's telling them, when you hear this, I know you will fear. So he's prophesying their fear. He's not saying this is it. He's prophesying their fear. So when you hear of wars, let's go to Luke 21, verse number 8.
And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not thereof after them.
Now, notice here, take heed that ye be not deceived. Verse number 9.
But when you shall hear of wars and commotions, and be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by.
Now hear this. So the sign that you're looking for is not the war. It's not even wars. It's not even rumors of war. But the proof is fear. They didn't get it. Whilst there is this thing about wars, we can see it, we can hear it rather, as acoustics would mean. We will hear wars, but what I don't want you to have is fear that will make you miss the real signs. So the reason he's talking about rumors of war, he knows if you hear rumors of war, you will miss the real signs. And just focus on rapture is here, and you miss the real signs, because God says we are not of the night.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Take heed that this day does not appear as a what? A thief in the night. How do you do that? Don't look at wars and think end time.
Wow.
Your fear is the problem. I'm trying to address your fear when you see a war. Fair minds, you won't think about it. And you're not seeing the pandemic as a sign, but you see Ukraine and Russia and America and Greenland as the signs. When the pandemic is the real sign. They didn't get that. And pandemic is coming. Yeshua's day.